So there's things that I like about trucking, being over the road. And, number one, the money is good. So get that out of the way. Right now, I believe that the money's good. Even if I hit it on a low pay scale of like bring home $800 a week, that's pretty good. Some people don't even make that in a month. So we'll say 800 a week. That's let's round it up to 1,000. 1,000 a week, 4,000 a month. Bring home. At the state, when I was a correctional officer, I would bring home about 2 grand a week. I mean 2 grand a month. 2 grand a month. So I pretty much double my money here. And I was maxed out. You couldn't get any higher in that job than that. Also, some of the things that I like is that I'm kind of my own boss. Like I can get up whenever I need to get up. I can go to bed whenever I need to go to bed. I can, you know, do different stuff like that. Now, yes, the load does dictate whenever I have to get up, when I have to go to bed. It definitely does that. So, sometimes I get up at certain times, not by choice, but it's all good because, I'm over here, not getting micromanaged. The stress level's a lot better. At my previous job, my stress level was high. As a correctional officer, my stress level was extremely high. Here, my stress level is not as high whenever I'm over the road trucking. It's not as high. Another cool thing is waking up in a different place every day. So, like, every day it seems like you wake up in a new truck stop, a new area, new state. You get to see a lot of stuff that you normally don't get to see. Like if you're at some job where you go in every day to the same place, see the same brick wall on the wall every day. There's different scenery. Of course, we're waking up in the same truck every day, but you open up the curtains. One day you might see a desert. One day you might open them up and see a mountain. I've seen some amazing sunrises and some sunsets with like beautiful colors and stuff. I mean, like there's been a lot of beautiful scenery I've seen driving around, you know. And then you have like your times that your adrenaline's going, like you're going down the mountain and you're all like, "Oh my gosh, I'm going down a mountain. Where I'm from there's no mountains," or the weather gets bad, you have to check on the weather, you get that excitement. You learn how to deal with that and just keep on moving. We're professional drivers. When we have something pop up, a situation like that, we learn how to deal with it and continue our day. We don't let it dictate our whole day and be like, "Oh, it's raining. It's going to be a miserable day all day." Because you know what? You drive like 2 or 3 hours up the road, you might not be in rain no more. You might be in the hot desert. So, definitely stuff like that is awesome. You know, so if you're antisocial, you really don't have to talk to too many people. If you're if you like working by yourself, it's great. So, you know, I'm a little bit social. Like I like to talk, so what I do is I'm on my headset and I talk to my buddies whenever I'm over the road. Like a bunch of us over the road guys, we get on those like conference calls with all your friends in there. Like you will just sit there and talk to each other all freaking day. And believe it or not, you kind of come up with funny stuff to talk about all day long. So I mean, like it's pretty good. You know, I like I like not having to pay for the fuel of the truck. I like to not have to pay for the tires because I'm company. So like that's some of the stuff I like too, that I'm not having to worry and have more stress about. Man, I gotta pay for this fuel. Look at this thing. It cost me $500 to fill this up, and that's coming out of my pocket. Not here. Not here. Sleeping on a truck is whenever I'm solo. When I'm solo, like when that reefer kicks on, that is some of the best sleep I could get. It's peaceful. Something about the hum of the reefer, it just puts me right to sleep. And whenever you're in a dock getting your trailer unloaded, them shaking their truck around while they're unloading all this product off of your trailer. I don't know why, but I never sleep harder than that. So like I get some good sleep and with a reefer and with them unloading a trailer, I get some real good sleep. You can, like, hey, I don't have to worry about putting on some. Also, TV, man. Whenever I'm watching TV, I don't have no one saying, "Hey, I don't like this show no more. Can we watch something else?" Or, hey, you had the TV long enough. It's my turn to watch TV. There's no one there to bug you. It's your TV. It's your time. I think if I would have stayed solo, I'd have probably got a pet, probably a dog or something to be on the road with me. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think I would really like dealing with the dog hair and stuff. Is kind of, and then that's somebody else you gotta take out the truck on a walk, or take out to use the restroom, or stop ever so often and use the restroom and buy dog food, store it on the truck. Maybe I wouldn't. Maybe that would be a thing that I would not like on a truck. But I don't know. I never had one on a truck. All my friends that have pets on the truck, they love them. So I mean, there's a lot of advantages of being a trucker. Like, the pay's good, the stress level. Like, there's not as much stress as people think there is. Once you get comfortable in that truck, and you'll never be like, oh man, I'm so comfortable. Like, I'm not gonna check my mirrors no more. Like, don't get complacent. I'm not saying complacent, but once you get confident, I should say, confident in your driving abilities to control the truck, control the trailer, and know what to do in each situation, or have a good idea for each situation, what you need to do, you get a lot more, you feel a lot better because you're more confident. So a lot of that stuff is the nerves up front. Once you get used to it, like, it's actually an awesome stress-free, like, environment. The only thing that's going to be stressful is waiting to get your next load, or like a shipper or receiver. Sometimes they're not nice, so you have to deal with that sometimes. That, like, and that's a little stress. Like, as a correctional officer, people are talking down to you, talking trash, calling you names 24/7 while you're there, pretty much. So I mean, like, the stress level there is a lot higher. So if you're looking for a non-stressful job, hey, come trucking. You don't have nobody, you don't have supervisors micromanaging you either, because that was another issue at the state. A lot of the times it was like those supervisors that had nothing better to do but to see if they could get somebody in trouble for something. Instead of them just, hey, you know what, the shift's doing great and there's no problems and they ain't calling us for help, and we're just going to sit in the office and they're making us look good. They're all like, nah, let's go look around and see what these guys are doing wrong. And then you start getting paranoid. Like, I'm still a paranoid person just because of my old job as a correctional officer. I still get paranoid. Like, I start, like, some of the worst things you can do to me is say, hey, we need to talk later on, because I'm just going to be like, what's it about? What the heck? Like, I need to know, hey, what's the issue? What's your malfunction? What you got wrong? Just say it. You got a problem? Say it. Because if you let me sit there and think about that all day, like, oh man, like, I'm going to stress myself out. I'm going to be making myself sick. And can you imagine if we don't get a talk at the end of the day about what you needed to talk about? I'm going to be like, I'm going to not be able to sleep. What did he want? Just because I'm a paranoid person now, because of the state. The state did that to me. Like, the supervisor is always looking for something that you're doing wrong. At Prime, I've never had anyone micromanage me. I never had anyone send me a message like, hey, why is your truck not moving right now? Or, hey, why are you getting up at this time to start your clock now? We need you started at this time. Or, hey, can I go like 100 miles out of the route to stop at my house and then right back? Like, I've never had anyone tell me nothing. Or, they never micromanage me where they're all like, you didn't stick to the route. You went this far out of route. I've never had them tell me anything about that. So, I mean, for the most part, as long as the load gets there on time, I don't see Prime having an issue with anything I do, because that's the main thing, is they want the load to get there safely and on time. And, that's pretty much what they care about. They care about us as the drivers too, and they treat us well, or they treat us great. So that's another thing that I like about trucking at Prime, is that they treat us awesome here. Like, they really do. they exceed my expectations of a company. And that's one of the reasons I stay here, you know, is because that I feel like I'm treated like I'm on a pedestal. Like they treat me awesome here is what I believe. So I never worked at a job where I felt so valued at what I do. So that's one of the reasons I'm here at Prime is I feel valued. I feel like I'm treated good. I feel like my pay is adequate. Like I make great pay. Sometimes I think I get paid too much for what I do, but you know, it is what it is. They're gonna give it to me. I'm gonna take it. But hey, that's just a little bit of what I like about trucking. You know, that's just my opinion. So if I left anything out, just leave it in the comments. I like the freedom to be gaming too. I forgot that. Gaming goes along with watching TV. So like, comment, and subscribe. I'll keep the videos coming. Like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell. Get my latest lives. Get my newest videos. Also, in the description, there's a link to fill out an application and get my recruiter. My recruiter's good. Don't forget to drop that referral code, COXDJO. Also, my phone number is 417-894-8098. Drop me a call, text me, something.